This is how we branded Svanlund Design to make it a well-renowned luxury rock-style clothing brand among artists all over the world. I will give you the 7 questions that helped us to make our brand successful. I will also show you how we use our branding in everything we do daily, hands-on. I am Ken.
And I am Anja. And this is our life and everyday struggle in Las Vegas.
So I guess the first question is, what is branding? When you understand what branding is, it makes it so much easier for you to figure out your company's brand. A brand is a gut feeling for customers about a product, service, or a company. You don't create one brand, you create millions of brands, because inside every customer they have their own way of looking at your brand. To cut it short, a brand is a reputation. This is something we're doing. We're telling a story, making a claim, making a pitch, and brand is the result of all of those things. So this is where you start. What reputation have you created for your brand? So I will go through 7 different questions that helped us branding our company. I will also show you some hands-on what happened and what we did when we used our branding to reach out and to build it a successful brand. So question number 1, brand story. Humans value humans over brands all the time because humans are humans, brands are static. So that's why you need to make a brand as human as possible by telling your founder story. That is the best way to make emotions about your brand. You gotta tell the story, how you started, why you started, and the road you're working on and your goals. Make people feel what you feel about the brand so they get engaged and they like it. Our founder story for Svanlund Design is I quit my job, went to design school, started to work my way up among artists, and then ended up working with artists that inspired me to start the company. You have to figure out why you want to do this. What is your passion? What is your end goal? How does it make you feel? Let people know, tell them. The more sincere you are, the more emotional you are, you're going to make your brand more human and not so static. Question number 2 is your brand looks and feel. This is your logo, the color palette you're going to use, the fonts, the sounds, animations. This is what you will use. It will take years, but people will recognize it. So you keep on pushing out the same brand all the time. This is why you have to take it slowly to really consider what you want to do, how you want it to look, and what you represent. Because if you need to change this, that will be very costly. It takes a long time. So think it through thoroughly. This is a process that takes months to get it right because it's very, very important for you and the brand. I remember creating my logo. I was laying on the floor in my apartment on a bed sheet, drawing my logo. I already had a logo drawn up, but I was drawing it on a white bed sheet because I was going to the Magic Fashion Show in Las Vegas 2004. And this was the budget I had. It's always nice to go back and see how it was and see how it evolved to what it is today. I think I have 3 changes. I didn't change the logo, but I made it better. I made it look more like a luxury brand where I wanted to go. So this logo now that I was laying on the floor in my apartment in my hometown is now in all our stores, it's in our clothing, it's on our website, social media, YouTube channel, it's on our company cars, it's everywhere. So take your time, consider it slowly what you want it to be and will it fit everywhere. It's a great feeling when you're there and it's everywhere. Trust me. So when we came back to Vegas to open our second showroom, we needed a company car. And then again, you have to think, what is the brand? Could we have a logo on a Prius? Yeah, maybe not. A Hummer. It's rough, power, and that's what our brand is as well. So the car we choose really align with the company's brand. So our car is powerful, raw and sexy, just like our brand is. And that is the connection you should have so it goes through. The branding is the same in everything you do in the company. Question number 3 is your brand voice. How are you gonna sound? What voice will align with your brand? Is it gonna be tough, rough? Is it gonna be childish? Is it gonna be funny? Is it gonna be what fits with your brand? When we branded Svanlund Design, it was pretty easy for us because our brand is ourselves. It's both me and Annette. So whatever we do, we are just ourselves in everything. So for us, it's very easy to do what we're gonna do. But also you have to think about, it's not about you, it's about what customers align with your brand, with your company. You have to think about what you say, what you do, and how the customers connect with you and your brand. For Annette and I, it's very easy to find our brand voice because Svanlund Design is us, it's our company. It's totally from us, our feelings inside of us. We are what we are, and it makes it so easy for us to show everything. So we're funny, we're sexy. Well, okay, Annette is sexy, and that is what we bring to our brand. And this takes us to question number 4, brand presence. This is where and how you show up. This is where you build your brand ecosystem. Your website, your social media, your content style, for instance, your YouTube channel, where you're gonna be seen and heard. Take for instance, when we got the opportunity to work at the VIP backstage area at Sweden Rock Festival, we took it very serious. We had a lot of meetings together, me and Annette, and figure out how we're gonna present our company. This was a huge chance for us to build the brand for our company. We had only one chance. You only have one chance to make a first impression. So that's why we put in a lot of thoughts, many nights, for many months, how we're gonna do it. And we wanted to make a huge statement that this is something new. We see things in a new way. We still are very proud of changing the VIP backstage area at rock festivals. What I also think is very important is today there's so much going on social media. I think you should focus on one channel. Like for instance, you do your YouTube or you do your Instagram. So if you focus on one social media and are consistent, you will always show up and be recognized and remembered. And that's very important to build your branding. So question number 5, brand promise. You know where and how you're gonna show up, but what is the value that your brand is gonna bring? So what are you bringing to the customer that is an irresistible solution to their problem? What is the brand promise that you are making? Why are you better than the competitors? And what is your mission? This is the sole core for the company, for the business. And this is what you have in mind in every decision you make with the business. This will be seen in the product, service, and people that work together with you. Question number 6, brand equity. This is actually not what you do. This is the result of everything else that you do. That you show up consistently, that you look and sound authentic, that you deliver that value and you make good on that promise. Equity is the result of all of those things. To build up your brand equity takes time. You have to let it take time. Eventually, if you build equity among your customer base, magic will happen. They will share your brand with all their friends via mouth-to-mouth marketing. And that's the position you want to be in, the good one, not the bad. So like when we worked with John Levine from the band Europe, and he told us that he used to play with Glenn Hughes and do a world tour together. So I asked John if it's okay if we contact Glenn Hughes and have you as a referral. Of course, he said, I would love to support you because I love what you do. And that's how we got in contact with Glenn Hughes and worked together with him. I have another example. Joel Rockstar came to Vegas to play with Whitesnake. I contacted him on social media and showed him a vest that I thought would interest him. He came back to me and asked questions. Will the buttons fall off on stage? And is the outfit consistent? So I already had made the same vest for Gus G. So I could refer to Joel from Gus G that it worked and still do. This is the vest Gus G wears on stage on this picture with Ozzy Osbourne. And here is the picture of Joel Rockstar in the same design of the vest. So word of mouth and referrals, that is what your brand need. And that is what makes your brand successful. It won't happen overnight, but keep being consistent on what you do and believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who else will? So this takes us to the last question, question number 7, brand engagement. This is where everything has changed since we did the branding for Svanlund Design. It's a totally new era. You have to think in different ways today. Branding isn't a one-way street anymore. Due to all social media and interact we do before we deliver the product. Important today, there is more than just a two-way street. There's so many ways to interact with your customers today. The customer has a voice and a platform to be heard. And what is important is that you are a human being and keep true to the brand of your company that you have made. Remember to living the mission of the branding for your company full time, all the way. I hope you find any value in this video, and if you do, please consider to subscribe, and we'll come up with more things that we work through with our company that takes us to where we are today. Thank you all for watching. Remember, clothing isn't everything, but without it, we will all be naked.